All right, good evening, gents. How we doing, Mr. Stony and the Kop Artist? How we doing?
All good, mate.
Yeah,
Thank you very much.
Doing good.
Good. All right, so just quickly, I think we'll touch on that quickly. Disappointed about last weekend. All the build-up, looking forward to a great game between one big club and one who wants to be in our shadows. You know what I mean? Yeah. I think they got off lightly. I think they did it on purpose, to be fair. They just didn't want us to kill their dreams of winning the title. So I think they did it on purpose. But what's your take on what happened then?
It seemed to unfold so quickly. I'm going to be honest. I actually didn't have the radio on. I didn't have the television on or anything. And then, like anything else, messages started coming through on my phone that there's a possibility that, not the possibility that something's taking place at Old Trafford. Pop the news on, and it's like, goodness, I definitely didn't expect that. I mean, there was people obviously support Man United. They would have had a feeling that there was going to be some form of protest or demonstration taking place up at Old Trafford. Whether they thought it was going to be the amount of supporters and fans up there, and whether they thought that it was going to cause a cancellation or postponement to the game, I don't think anybody would have envisaged that. But yeah, it just unfolded so quick.
Yeah. Kev?
I was actually watching it while it was unfolding in that afternoon early on. And to be quite honest with you, for me, as it always is, it's always the minority spoil it for the majority. They had a load of fans there, and obviously the minority decided that they wanted to go a little bit further.
Yeah.
And take it to the extreme. For me, absolutely disgusting scenes from those people that did what they did. Breaking in. I saw a video that day in the evening of a couple of the so-called fans kicking in a glass door.
Oh, wow.
And obviously that the gash to the policeman's face. There were other things, flares being thrown across the stadium, which could have caught fire with the netting and everything else. So they weren't thinking about this. But I think part of the blame has to lie with the club, because they knew days in advance there was going to be a protest, and from what I could see, they didn't put any extra security on. And in fact, there's a video going around. I haven't seen it, but there was a video going around where some of the security opened the doors.
Yeah, I've seen that.
And I'm thinking, okay, have you done that to prevent damage, or was this pre-planned between some of the fans and some of the security? Because if you think back to the protest at Carrington Road at the training ground, where was the security then? That fans got in quite easily there, and ended up speaking to Ollie. I don't know, something just doesn't seem right there. But I have been informed that there will be another protest at our game next Thursday, and they are planning to get the match cancelled again.
Wow,
that's what I've heard.
Wow,
that would be interesting if that. I'm not saying it will be interesting, not necessarily for the protest again, but it would be interesting to see how the league have to deal with that issue afterwards if there is a postponement. That would be quite interesting to see how they deal with that. But
I think this time the league will have to take some kind of action if you are aware of it and you don't take precautions and set measures in place that you don't allow it to happen.
Well, they were aware of it on the first one, weren't they?
Yeah,
So precautions.
So that was that one. So this time now, you can't repeat the same thing again, basically.
No.
And if that is repeated again, then the league has to take some kind of action.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. Yeah.
No ifs or buts.
20 points deduction for Man United. I think that's the least that they can actually do.
You're a bit lenient, Stony.
Yeah, 20 drop them down.
20 points, exactly. 20 points deduction. Remove them from the Europa this year and make sure they're banned from Europe for 20 years. I think that's the least they can do.
Now that sounds better. That sounds like a
you're
fair
talking
man.
right there, mate. Yeah,
That
definitely.
sounds like a fair man. I like that. All right.
But I mean,
Okay.
they won't be able to reschedule.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Ain't got enough time. All right, so gents, we're going to move on. Southampton at the weekend. Saturday evening. Southampton. Okay. Kev, we'll go on. Give us your lineup for Southampton.
My lineup, I think they're just going with the bog standard 4-4-2. They've got a couple of problems because Ings is out, Minamino's out, and they've got a defender out as well, one of the central defenders.
Vestergaard.
Vestergaard, Vestergaard out because of the red card.
Phantom red card.
Yeah, so I'm not overly crazy red card, but I'm surprised that didn't get overturned.
Yeah.
So they're a little bit light at the back from what I could see. So I'm not sure who's going to actually take Vestergaard's place. So I've gone with McCarthy in goal, Walker-Peters, Bednarek. Might have to pull in Stevens from the left wing at the left back into central, possibly to bring in Bertrand to take his place on the left hand side. I'm going to go with Walcott to replace Minamino, Teller on the left, Ward-Prowse and Armstrong in the middle, with Redmond and Adams up front, assuming they play a 4-4-2.
Yeah.
They may go for something like a 4-5-1. Maybe. But that'd be my lineup for them.
Yeah. Okay. Stony.
I think who did they do? I think they brought on when they might play Salisu instead of Vestergaard.
That's who I've got in.
Yeah, that was the only other option that they could really choose.
Yeah, I think that's what they'll do. So my team's probably going to be similar to yours. Without Vestergaard playing, Salisu will play. Obviously, they said Minamino's not playing due to personal reasons. Hopefully, himself and his family's all right to do with that. I think they'll probably play Diallo.
Hold on a minute. Is Minamino not on loan?
He is on loan
anyway. He can't play.
So he can't play anyway.
No. Yeah, he can't play anyway because of the loan. But I think he's still unavailable. Even after I think.
Oh, he's froze.
For the next season, unavailable due to personal reasons. So I think they'll play Diallo. Say that again.
You was freezing.
So there.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry. Yeah. So. All right. So yeah, instead of Vestergaard, Salisu there. Instead of Minamino, I think they'll play Diallo, and up front, instead of Ings, they'll just play Nathan Redmond.
Yeah. Up
front.
Yeah.
With Che Evans.
Yeah. Yeah. That's very similar to what I've gone to as well. Yeah. McCarthy, Walker-Peters, Bednarek, so Stevens. Walcott, Ward-Prowse, Armstrong, Teller, and Redmond and Che Adams up top.
Yeah.
Okay. They haven't got much else there really to choose from. Not box standard players anyway.
No, not much. So Stony, who would you say is your danger man?
For Liverpool? Is it for Liverpool first? For Southampton. Do you know what? Chevens has been playing very good this season. He's a sneaky little player.
Yep.
So I'm going for Che Evans. Is it Chinepo? If he plays, he's been all right. Sometimes he plays over on the left-hand side of midfield for them. So I'm going for Che Evans, Chinepo, and we don't want to give any free kicks to James Ward-Prowse.
I'm telling you. Telling you.
He's very, very, very good.
In my dream team. He's in my fantasy football dream team, man. I tell you. This guy on free kicks and set pieces, I tell you, deadly. Very, very deadly, man.
Yeah. Very deadly. For me, they've definitely got the three danger men for me from Southampton. It's going to be those three.
And Kop Artist.
To be quite honest with you, I'm only going to pick one, and that has to be Ward-Prowse. Purely and simply for his free kicks and sort of dead ball situations. they're not scoring freely. Southampton are not scoring freely, so I don't think that's much of a worry with the players up front. I know they can score, but they've played 33 games and they've scored 42 goals. It's not a great return.
Not great.
It's something. What was it? 1.27 match average.
Yeah,
I mean, ours isn't great. I think we scored something like 55, so we are better, but that's only because our front three just aren't firing as such, or two out of the front three aren't firing. So I'm only going to pick Ward-Prowse.
Okay, I would say Ward-Prowse, and I would say you have to keep your eye on Che Adams. I simply say that because he has had a good season, and you know what I like about him, that he's a grafter. He doesn't stop.
Yeah.
He keeps going. So them players there, you have to keep your eye on. So there, definitely, I would say that. Looking at Southampton, 1-1 draw with Leicester. They lost 2-1 to Tottenham, lost 3-0 to West Brom, lost 1-0 to Leicester, and they've only beaten Burnley 3-2. So they've not had the best of runs in their last 5 games, to be fair. And that is in their last 5 games. That's a total of 4 goals.
Yeah. And don't forget, they did beat us.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, they beat us in January, didn't they? But you're right.
I think that was the start of the slump. That game really sort of started the slump, and we've not recovered from it really at all.
Oh my God!
But like I said, at the end of the day, they're not scoring freely and they're letting goals in. So if we can't beat these tomorrow on Saturday, we really have issues.
Yeah.
I think we got a lot of issues anyway, but you're right.
Yeah, that's for
another show. But yeah,
definitely. Okay, let's move on quickly. See Mr. Mark Pickering. Good evening, sir. How you doing? And Mark says he is going for a 3-0 Liverpool win.
Okay. Thank you very much, dear Mark.
And Firmino on the bench.
Okay.
So as soon as he said that, we'll start with you, Kev. What's your Liverpool lineup then?
Well, Liverpool lineup, I'm going to go for something a little bit different based on the fact that we're playing Man United on the Thursday.
Yeah.
So I think the team will be Alisson, Trent, depending on whether we have Nat Phillips available, possibly, with Kabak. And I'm thinking he may go and rest Robbo and put Tsimikas in, possibly. We can't really do too much on the right-hand side with Trent because obviously we haven't really got much of a backup for him. Neco Williams, but we haven't really seen much of him recently. Midfield, I'm going for Thiago, Gini, and possibly Ox. Possibly. Okay. Playing a front three of the normal front three, leaving Jota on the bench, bringing him on as an impact player, seeing what happens with Ox, and then if it's not working out with Ox, they've always got the option of bringing on Curtis Jones, or bringing off somebody like Mane and bringing Jota on or something like that. I think it's going to be a slightly different team to our normal, because I think come the United game, that will be again a little bit more of a more solid team. I think they'll go for it on Saturday and be a little bit more conservative on the Thursday, but still go for the jugular on Thursday.
Okay, Stony.
Well, we got the double game week. He said we got Southampton and then we got United. I'm going for a complete formation change. It's nothing that we haven't played this season, or it's nothing that we didn't play last season. So I'm going for a 4-2-3-1. Alisson in goal, Trent, Robbo playing, Fabinho and Kabak playing as central defenders. Gini, Thiago, both central midfielders. Salah on the right, Bobby in the ambush, Sadio on the left with Jota up front.
Ooh,
so 4-2-3-1. We have to go for the juggler here.
Interesting.
Yeah. I know we'll speak about the man of the match and stuff like that afterwards, but yeah, 4-2-3-1. We have to go for it. No more of this dancing around and stuff like that. We haven't got much to go. Yeah.
Well, I think, I don't know, because I think, the back four, I think he might keep that the same, to be fair. I think he might, like you said, depending on Phillips. If Phillips is fit, I think he might bring him in. But going in front of that now, midfield and forwards, I honestly haven't got a Scooby-Doo what he's going to do this time round. And because we have got that game coming up, I'm not sure. But I do feel that he will make some changes. That's one thing I do feel. I don't think all of our normal front three will start. I think he'll change that up definitely. And I think he will try and shake up the midfield a bit, give them guys a bit of a breather, feeling that this is more a game that we should be winning, and then play a stronger team to start off with against the Manx during the week, to be fair. So I definitely see a couple of guys getting a rest. Big shouts goes out Mr. Omonde, Mr. Yabba Fords. He says, good evening, gents. And can we have an off-the-cuff joke from Alvin? Okay, I'll give you a joke there, Mr. Fords. I'll tell you what, the Man United is going to beat Liverpool. How's about that then, mate? Here's your joke for you. Yeah? Here's your joke, mate. All right, must-win game, he says. Hope we're ready for the Europa Cup finalists, who, unlike you, are on form. Well, we know with this, Mr. One day that form goes out the window in these games, mate.
Exactly.
Form goes out. You can rip that up and throw that out the window, yeah? And Europa Cup finalists, don't worry, Villarreal will take care of you lot. That's all right. I'm not worried at all. And if you're happy with them small boy cups, then fine, man. You do that.
They're not on form. They're not on form tonight. They're losing.
Yeah. Are they losing now?
Yeah, 3-2.
Oh. Oh. Good evening, Mr. Charles Williams. Good evening, sir. How you doing? I'm going to send a big shout goes out as well to Mr. B, who's also logged on. Good evening, Mr. B. Nice to have you. Listening ears. All right, guys. So tell me something. Scores, predictions. What do we reckon?
I'm going for a big one.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's about time we had a big one. So I'm going for a 4-0.
Like
okay. I haven't been right on any of them this season, right? So I'm going just out there 4-0.
Yeah,
4-0. Stony.
I like that as well. I'm stretching out, same as Kop Artist. Look, as I said before, there's no time for dancing. There's no opportunities now for us to be cagey. Every time the carrot's dangled in front of us to have an opportunity to qualify for the top four, it's like we're getting stage fright. So I don't see Southampton getting anything from this game, anything. And I'm going for a 3-0 and I'm going for a Salah brace. Salah is now, what is he? Is he 1 goal behind Harry Kane? Yeah, because Harry Kane's on 21. Harry Kane's on 21 goals and Salah's on 20 goals, I think it is. So Salah's going out there. Yeah, definitely. 3-0 Liverpool, Salah brace, and a bicycle kick from Alisson for the hat-trick, for the third goal.
Wait, Stony, are you saying that Salah ain't passing again then?
Salah ain't doing nothing at all.
So he ain't passing again, yeah? Once again. Definitely not passing.
3-0 Liverpool.
I'm gonna go for 3-1.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going for 3-1.
Yeah,
I think
we're going for them as well. And do you know what I think it is?
Mane's going to get one.
I think there's going to be a lot of reasons for us obviously getting a victory. All right. Anfield's been indifferent for us. We need the 3 points. Salah's looking to notch up on his goals difference as well. And also, I think the manager needs a little humble pie after the way that he celebrated like if he had won the World Cup.
Yeah.
After that last victory, rightly so, because he was probably there. You know, they'd probably be planning and all of these tactics and everything throughout the week, and they got the result. But come on, don't be doing that. So I think just for that purpose, he's a good manager.
He is.
Yeah, he's a good manager. I mean, they're sitting 15th at the moment, so let's just beat them just to push them a little bit more down the league. But yeah, just for that little celebration, calm down, my friend. You know, all right, you got the 3 points, but you ain't gonna get a trophy for that. So yeah.
Who's getting your 4 goals?
Who's getting my 4 goals? I'm going for. I'm definitely going to go for a hat trick for Salah. He's my captain in my dream team, so I'm hoping he gets me a hat trick.
Okay.
And I'm going to go for a Bobby goal.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm going for a Bobby. That'll boost his confidence for the rest of the season. Hopefully.
Not that we've got that much left of a season. But
No.
Yeah, definitely. Mr. B says that the Kop Artist read his mind. He was also going for 4-0. Oh.
Good. And that's from a Man United. That's from a Man United supporter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Charles is with me with 3-1.
Cool.
Yeah. So I think Salah and Mane. Probably a brace from Salah and one from Mane against his old club for me.
Yeah. And Mark's gone with Stony.
And who?
Mark.
Yeah.
Mark Pickering. Stony. 3-0.
Yeah.
3-0.
So I want it to be a good game. And let's just do what we need to do.
I think it will be. I think both teams they're not set up to play defensive football, so I think it will be a good game.
Yeah.
They both know at each other, which suits us. We like teams like that. We tend to do well against teams like that. So definitely, I think it will be an entertaining game. There'll definitely be loads of chances in there. Definitely be an entertaining game. But I would like to see the likes of Ox and so forth get a run out. Shaqiri.
Yeah.
Also, I'd like to see them get a run out. I think they're hungry and they've got something to prove.
And it's also a shop window for them, isn't it? If they are looking at moving them on, in the summer, if they can get a bit of game time in and they play well in that game time,
exactly,
that's going to boost their chances of going somewhere else, and the price might be up a little bit as well.
Yeah, definitely. Yes, gentlemen. Stony, can I just ask something? When did you get back from Hawaii, mate?
I'm still here.
Oh, you're still there?
I'm still here. It's just one of these things. Still on holiday. Brought my laptop. We got strong Wi-Fi out here, so I just thought I'd do that for you.
Sipping on a cocktail, yeah?
Yeah, something like that.
Miami Vice shirt and that, the shades and all that. Loving it, mate. Loving it.
It's brilliant.
Okay, so Kop Artist is going 4-0.
Yeah.
He's saying 3-0. I'm saying 3-1. I think, definitely. Well, I think we'll definitely get the 3 points. I think this is do or die now. This is it. It's do or die. This game. If we don't get the 3 points, this game, then we have to kiss it goodbye.
Yeah. Well, I've been saying for a few weeks, really, and I'm not a biased fan. I like to be realistic. I don't, personally, I don't think we deserve to be in Champions League positions.
No.
Not based on how we've played. Yes, we've had issues. We've had major injury problems, which has imbalanced our midfield. Our front three aren't firing. I mean, if our front three were firing, we wouldn't be in the position we are in.
No chance.
And we can say, well, our defense has caused us some issues and whatever. But at the end of the day, we just haven't been firing. Gone are the days at the moment where we're, bulldozing teams 3-4 goals every week. Yeah. And that's been our major problem this season.
Yeah.
But a new animal next season, mate.
Yeah, definitely.
We'll just come back stronger.
That's right. Well, I bloody hope so. Good evening, Mr. Umar Seze, all the way down there in South Africa. Good evening, sir. Nice to have you on board. Okay, gents. We're gonna wrap it up here and say we will definitely be back on Sunday.
Yes.
Give the reaction on Sunday. Yeah.
So when we come back on Sunday, can we speak a little bit about this? The possibility of us purchasing this defender, Ibrahima Conte from RB Leipzig. Okay. If we can just throw that in and just dedicate a little time to that and possible. I don't usually talk about transfers and speculation and stuff like that, but it seems like this deal may actually go through. So even if we can devote a few minutes to that.
I've seen little snippets as well. It seems like this deal is basically going to go through as well.
Nice.
So,
okay.
Yeah, definitely we could touch on that, and because we have to. We could also talk about if he's coming in, then who be going the other way.
Yeah. Just for information, Villarreal have gone through.
Yes.
Thought that might cheer you up.
Get in there. Did it finish 0-0?
Yeah.
I don't know the score, but I can see the Villarreal players all jumping for joy.
Oh,
And
I can see
Arsenal's faces are down here, mate. They're down here.
Yeah, ended 0-0. So that's fine. That's fine.
Lovely.
Well done, Arsenal.
Yeah. Close but no cigar.
Yeah.
As they say.
No Stogie. No Stogie.
Yeah. All right. Gentlemen, it's been a blast as usual. Kop Artist, Stony, thank you very much.
Cheers, guys. All the best.
I will see you all on Sunday.
Yeah, perfect.
With the 3 points. Yeah?
Yes.
I want to see the cocktail in your hand, Stony.
Yeah.
Definitely.
All right, mate.
Cheers.